Well, good afternoon. This is Alan from both sides of the pond. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. My name is Michael Kine, and I was in Batman. All right, enough of the silliness. So I'm on I-22. I'm going to Tampa, and I have a truckload of ice cream from one of my favourite shippers, which is Unilever up there in Covington, Tennessee. From the moment you hit the security gates to the offices, you've met with friendly people. The security guards are friendly, the people in the offices are friendly. It's a great clean facility. They have an indoor toilet, an indoor bathroom with sink and everything for you to use. They have tables in the office area, so if there's any kind of delay, then you can sit down and, go through your paperwork, read a book, look at your phone, whatever. And they have a chest freezer full of free ice cream. All different ice creams, a veritable cornucopia of ice cream for you to have for free. And then more importantly, which we earn money by miles, is they have a quick turnaround. Most of our pickups there are drop and hooks because we have a lot of trailers. We keep a lot of trailers in there. We do a lot of work for them. So, it's in, out and shake it all about. But occasionally you do a live load. And when you do, usually because we short on trailers in there, then it doesn't take long at all. I mean, mine turned into kind of a live load today because I was supposed to pick it up at 10 o'clock, but I got there early because I was actually delivering to the other plant right next door to them. There's an ambulance coming. So I was there well early. They said, we haven't started loading it yet. It says just pull up to it and we'll call you when it's ready, and they took no time at all. I was out of there well before 10 o'clock. So great, Unilever, Covington, Tennessee. You guys are awesome. You rock. Just wanted to say that. Big shout out to the guy in the truck next to me last night in the Loves. Caught him emptying his piss bottle out of his passenger window. A lot of drivers like to just empty them out the window, but they won't do it on their own side. That's because they don't want to step in their own piss, so they do it on the passenger side, so it then becomes your problem. Well, caught him last night, so yeah. Nice one, you dirty bastard. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. So my route today, anyway, I will be going Birmingham, Montgomery, Dothan, 1075, boom. And I'll be home, hopefully to do a 34-hour reset. Going to be talking with my DM and the manager of the facility, the reefer manager. There's a little bit of an issue with the truck I currently have. It's not a mechanical issue, but it's something that at this time of year is creating a little bit of a problem. So I may end up with a new truck. We shall see. Watch your space, folks. I would love a new truck, new truck. I've never had one that's brand new. I've always inherited somebody's hand-me-downs, and generally not. I mean, the first truck I got with Stevens was a Freightliner, and that had a lot of mileage on. That was like 450,000 miles, but it was in good condition. And then I got the T680 after that, and it had about 200,000 on. This one only had about 120,000 on it when I got it, probably even less than that. So this is the newest truck I've had. It's a 2021, but it would be awesome to get a brand new one. I haven't really been in a company long enough to start getting new trucks. Although Stevens were going to give me a new truck, but I decided to leave. When I joined Stevens, they're a great starter company. Would recommend them to anyone who's just sitting out in the trucking industry, but it was never my long-term plan to stay with them more than that first year to get the experience. But I thank you for that, Stevens. Great company to start with. They really hold your hands and help you in every possible way. Some of their trainers suck, but that's not Stevens' fault. It's just, they can't watch everybody all of the time. Like my trainer sucked. I mean, let's face it, he sucked. It was the guy who told me to log my fueling time as off-duty and times at the ship as at off-duty. Now, fair enough, when you get into the shippers and you pull up to a dock and you sat there and you're reading the book and everything, you can do that as sleeper berth off duty. But when you arrive to the shippers and you're manoeuvring your vehicle and you're in the office and everything, that's on duty time, but not according to my trainer. Anyway, so and then as was my buddy at the time, was my roommate when I was in orientation over there, who said he's going to be a trainer. Well, he probably is by now, but that guy used to. I'd call him up on the phone and he didn't even know what state he was in half the time. And I'm not exaggerating or kidding or joking. He literally, I'd say, hey, what state you in? Where you in? Oh, I'm not sure. Somewhere on I-75 or somewhere on 40, and didn't even know what state he was in. And the same guy, my trainer was the same, who just did what the GPS, no trip planning, no route planning, no insight as to where he was going. Just follow whatever the GPS tells you to do, and that's really not the way you should be driving a truck. Not at all. I'm getting in a lot of trouble. Got my pal in a lot of trouble one day because it directed him onto a mud road. Well, it was a dirt road, but it'd been pissing down with rain, and it actually destroyed his AC unit on the back of the truck because it got so caked up with mud it burnt out. So yeah, that's awesome. So don't trust your GPSs. Great tool, but know where you're going. I had an argument with my trainer one day. We're actually going through St. Louis and I took a wrong turning, and he's like, well, you should have been fucking going through. Well, he didn't say that because I would have smacked him in the face probably, but it was he got kind of annoyed with me because I took the wrong route, and he says, well, you should have followed the signs for wherever the road was. I can't remember now. And I was like, you just told me this. I've got no idea where I'm going. You just told me to follow the freaking GPS. So fun times. But that's not Stephen's plan. There's some great trainers there, and that's not how Stevens wants the trainers to train their drivers. It's just you've got some lazy people in every company and every business, everywhere in the world. There's people who want to take the maximum amount of profit for the minimum amount of effort. Lazy buggers. But anyway, so I think I've covered about everything I wanted to say today. I talked about the guy who emptied his piss bottle. Oh, the other thing was his piss bottle. Getting back to that, it was like a 5-litre bottle. So he'd either been saving 5 litres up before he emptied it, but more likely was, he didn't want to have some in the bottom. He could have emptied it in the morning when he got out of his truck, but decided didn't want pee in his car. He'd rather have it where I had to step into. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm done. That's my Wednesday Hump Day edition. Both sides of the pond. 10th of November. It's 73 degrees, lovely and sunny here actually, beautiful sunny weather. Still haven't really hit any cold temperatures, although this morning I did see my breath, and that's the first time I've seen my breath since last winter. So that's ominous that I saw my breath. Winter is coming, Jon Snow. Winter is coming. Catch us all later. Don't forget to subscribe below. Hit the subscribe button and tell your pals about both sides of the